All right, so we are in New York City, Eric Orton,
Emily Orton.
and it is week 1 of COVID-19 self-isolation, quarantine, whatever you want to call it. And we're pretty much homebodies when we're in New York anyway, but we know that most people are not. Most people go out of the house to school or jobs and things like that, and we spend a lot of time together, Emily and I, and we've had a lot of experience being together as a couple and with our kids over the past many years. And so as everyone is most people are adjusting to spending a lot more time together in their homes especially, we thought we would talk a little bit about some of the things that we've learned over the years living on a boat, traveling a lot, and now in our apartment with motorcycles driving by downstairs. So anyway, how did we learn to not kill each other?
That actually is a question that we get a lot when people find out that we lived on a sailboat for a year with our 5 kids. It helps that we started in an 800 square foot apartment, so we had a little training, but our boat was only 38 feet long, so we got some experience with close proximity. And honestly, we prepared for years to be ready. We prepared for months to actually do it. And when we got there, it was totally different than what we were expecting. Everything was more complex, more expensive. We were just in over our heads, and we were feeling like we were in crisis mode. And from sunup to way past sundown, we were troubleshooting. We were getting decision fatigue. We were trying...
Hashtag overwhelmed is what I'm going to say.
Overwhelmed. So you get it. You know what it's like to be in over your head, or to have life blow sideways and just feel like you're in some kind of crisis mode. So that's what we have a lot of experience with. And so we were in that mode.
With crisis mode.
We know how to handle it now because we were in that mode, and we realized it's amazing what we can do, and kudos to you if you're in that, but it's not sustainable. And one day I said to Eric, we cannot live in crisis mode. This is not sustainable. Something has to change. And we had to just pull ourselves away from the very present, very real concerns about our boat and taking care of our family, and make a plan. And we asked this question: what makes your day feel successful? And Eric had just a few items on his list, and I had just a few items on my list. We asked each of the kids, and then we took those as the priority and reorganized and created a new routine for ourselves. And at that point, we started to feel like the calm of autonomy. There was plenty that we couldn't control in our lives. Much was beyond our control, which was giving us a lot of stress. But when we figured out what we could do that made us feel successful and built our day around that, we started to calm down. We started to experience more joy. We started to spend more time together, and life was just better.
And I think that's something that we learned initially on the boat, and then we've been able to take it with us to many, many places since then, because we've traveled other sailing trips, but we've also done road trips in Europe, road trips across the US and Canada. And this past year, we found ourselves in a lot of places. We were in Hawaii house sitting, we were in New Zealand house sitting. When we were in New Zealand, we were in 3 different farms, plus we stayed with some friends.
And 2 RV trips.
And then we did 2 RV trips. And what we found is that...
in 3 months.
In 3 months, 100 days. So
6 different places and ways of living in a 3-month period.
What we found is that it's key to have a routine, especially a morning routine. Not a schedule, a routine. Because a routine is just a sequence of events, and I found that they help me feel grounded. My routine is we wake up, we put on our shoes, we walk out the door, we go for a walk. Whenever we're in a new place, we have to figure out where we're at, and a walk helps us get oriented. And then we usually do almost the same walk every day, maybe a slight variation. We come home, I eat the same bowl of cereal every day, and I take a shower, I get dressed, and I'll sit down at my desk, and the first thing I do is I journal. And it's not until I've done those sequence of things that I will crack open my laptop and look at emails, or just get into things that can sprawl. Because if I don't have those things, my day feels out of control. Whereas the worst thing I can do is check my email first thing in the morning, or try and do something that's off routine, because then my whole day turns into a tangent. If I can own those first 90 minutes of my day, and ideally the first 2 hours of my day, I feel grounded and everything flows from there. I'm able to organize myself and feel grounded.
Yeah, I think we do a pretty good job also having a routine at the end of the day. Our end of the day routine is a lot shorter. It has fewer steps. But
it involves our kids.
It always involves gathering our family, because we know if we don't make time for our family, it won't happen by accident. And we can be on a 38-foot boat or in an RV and be drifting past each other all day if we haven't decided, okay, we're going to gather up, and the time will change, which is why we suggest routines over schedules. But we gather up and we have our family time and we do our family things, and we know every single day ends with hugging every single one of our children, and that's
even
really
during
important.
Coronavirus, we hug every kid.
Well, we're all isolating together, so
every kid that's here.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, the morning routine, you own your day. At the end of the day, you can gather up, just kind of check in how things went, and in the middle, something good will probably happen.
So like Emily said, know what's going to make your day feel like successful. Plan that in first, and then build routines that will help prepare you for that, both entrance and exit at the end of the day. That's our 2 cents worth.
Yeah.
COVID-19.
Good luck.